Hi everyone, it's Casey Williams. So I'm sitting at my desk a couple of days ago and I get a call and they say, Casey, your car is here. And my back is faced towards the window, but then I look up at the wall and I just see this orange glow on the wall. I'm like, my goodness, what is that? And I turn around and that's sitting there. It's 2018 Ford Mustang GT. Let's go have a look at it. Well, beyond the orange Fury metallic paint, the rest of the design is brilliant too. And it's a great combination. I think designers do a good job of really combining the classic muscle car looks of the Mustang with some modern elements. It looks very nice. The front's very aggressive, the lower splitter, again, kind of the double tier, I think looks very good. And just some of the details, look at the rib. There's a rib that carries from here, through here, into the roof, or into the hood and around. I think looks very nice. There's also some really nice classic elements here. You know, the triple element here in the headlamp design, again, carried from the original Mustang. Got projector beams, look nice. Turn signals down below. Hood's redesigned for the GT. I think it looks very nice. The air extractors here. Again, just gives the whole car a very aggressive look. Come around the side, 19-inch alloy wheels, the dark alloy. Just look great with the Brembo brakes behind them. Lower side effects. Again, just gives that car a really aggressive look to it. And I think it's really in the side profile where you really appreciate this car. Again, it just harkens back to that classic fastback look from the original Mustang. But yet it just looks low and wide and just completely contemporary. Just a very nice job all the way around. Nice side sculpting, again referencing the original cars, but nothing overdone. Come around the back, and you kind of get that mix of classic Mustang, a little bit of Porsche with the wide tail lamps, but still it references the original Mustang. Triple elements, triple barrel tail lamps. They're actually sequencing when they come on, I think look very nice. Black spoiler. Diffuser down below and quad exhaust outlets. The design is just brilliantly done. Looks very nice. Those big 5.0 badges on the fender tell you what's underneath the hood. It's a 5-liter V8, generates 460 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque. And we've got this one hooked up with a 6-speed manual transmission. I like the shifter quite a bit. It's pretty smooth, pretty easy to use. Clutch is a little stiff, but that's kind of what you expect for a muscle car. And one with 460 horsepower underneath the hood. Fuel economy is actually pretty decent. 15 miles per gallon in the city, 25 miles per gallon on the highway. So you get a combination of really good power plus pretty decent highway cruising gas mileage. Well, as with the exterior design, the interior references the past without living in it. And you start to see some of the details. You know, you get the twin cowl dash design, again, lifted from the classic Mustangs. But a lot of the modern elements too. You know, this engine turned look on the dash looks like engine turned aluminum. Again, it's plastic, but it looks very nice. Gauges in the middle, big round air vents. I think it looks very nice. Down below, of course, the touch screen, very easy to use. In fact, I think it's one of the easiest to use. Easy icons at the bottom. You got audio, climate, just toggle right through them. It's got dual zone automatic climate control, phone controls, apps, and then all the settings. Very easy to go through those. And if you don't use a touch screen, you can do it by voice, or you've got some redundant buttons down below too. Volume tuning, got proper knobs for those. I think that's nice. Seek, going through your music selections here as well. Down below, again, automatic climate control, dual zone. You can do it up there, or you've got manual controls here. Nice little toggles that go up and down for cool and heat. I think that looks very nice. And one layer down below that are the toggles for the engine and drive controls. So your engine start-stop buttons here, red button, I like that a lot. Toggles, traction control, and two of the mode buttons here that are really useful. So this car has magnetic ride control, so you can adjust the suspension. You can adjust it from normal and comfort all the way up to track performance through the mode buttons here. It also adjusts the throttle, so it makes it a little more sensitive or less sensitive depending on what you need. And then there's a separate button for the steering. So if you want a really stiff suspension but a very comfortable steering setup, you can do that. Or if you want a loose suspension, a little tighter steering setup, you can kind of balance it however you want to. Very nice. Again, like the shifter, some of the downsides of the car, there's a lot of hard plastic in here. And at the price point that this car is, it starts to become a little bit unforgivable. The dash panel or the door panels are all hard plastic. It'd be really nice if they were padded. Just a lot of plastic here too. Again, Ford tries to keep things kind of the same through the different model ranges for the Mustang, but it'd be nice if we upgraded just a little bit for the GT. But one thing they did upgrade were the Recaro seats, and they're fantastic. Very comfortable, very supportive, and very, very appropriate for this car. Well, you expect the Mustang to have plenty of power, and this one does. 460 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque with a 6-speed manual transmission. And it's plenty of power to shove this car down the road, no problem with that. But I think the thing that's really, really a step up in this car is the chassis. And it's as if the chassis engineer said, fine, you're all complaining, quit complaining, and we'll fix it. So they put the independent rear suspension under it in this generation Mustang, and I think that was a good first start. But then they went ahead and put the magnetic ride control on it too. And it's essentially the same system that Corvette uses, Cadillac uses, Ferrari uses. And it just does a great job of, it stiffens up the suspension, but it really absorbs the shock and really manages, those big wheels out there as you're going over rough pavement. So it feels firm, but it doesn't feel harsh. And the fact that you can change the drive modes, so you can stiffen it up for track performance or stiffen it up for those fun, twisty 2-lane roads, or you can lighten it up just a little bit for daily commuting. And the same with the steering system. Right now I've got it on the normal mode, and it's kind of a balance between comfort and sport. But you can stiffen it up if you want, or you can just make it very loose and light for, getting through traffic in the morning. So I think they've just done a great job with this chassis and really matching the engine with that. But the rest of the car is nice too. I've already complained about some of the interior plastics and stuff I think is a bit chintzy in a car like this. But it's just very nice, very easy to drive, big gauges, easy touch screen, comfortable Recaro seats. They grip your sides, but they're not so stiff and not so firm that you can't sit in them for 1,000 miles and be comfortable. But it's just a car that you can use every day. But when you get those track day weekends, you can go have some fun too. Well, I was first introduced to this Mustang GT because of its Orange Fury paint, but the rest of the car, as I said, is pretty brilliant too. The Mustang has always been a handsome car, it's been a powerful car with the V8, it's just been a nice package over the years. And I think the designers did an especially good job with this one. And the powertrain's smooth and powerful and refined and great. But I think what makes this car even better, they've really backed it up now with a chassis that can stand up to the engine. You got magnetic ride control, you got the independent rear suspension. It's just a much better handling car, much better driving car, much more comfort in a car. And the interior is much more comfortable. You got the touch screen, you got the nice stereo system and climate control and all the things that you'd really like to have in this car, very nicely done. So overall, I just think it's just a much better Mustang that's ever been before. And that's reflected in the price. You can get a base Mustang for just over $26,000. This one, as equipped, is $45,885. But for all the power and everything this car offers, I think it's a pretty good value. Well, next week we'll have another fun car. Until then, storm forward.